Thousands of Christians traced the footsteps of Jesus on this Good Friday. Pilgrims from all over the world walked along the route in Jerusalem's Old City where Jesus traveled on the way to his crucifixion. Some carried large wooden crosses on their backs. Christians celebrate Jesus' resurrection on Easter Sunday. And what better time to talk about miracles than Easter weekend? Tonight, religion correspondent Lauren Green looks at a fascinating effort by men and women of science to prove the seemingly unprovable about faith.
Did a supernatural being do something? That's what makes something a miracle. It's not, can you come up with a scientific explanation? It's did God actually do something in this person's life?
Pastor and filmmaker Elijah Stevens has raised thousands through a Kickstarter campaign to fund his documentary investigating whether medical miracles actually do happen.
I wanted to know if God really did this stuff or if it's a fairy tale that con artists are trying to sway the public to believe in order to earn money.
He's also set up a website so people who think they've experienced miracles can contact him. One case is a young man named Chris Gunderson from the Portland, Oregon area. From birth, he suffered from chronic pseudo-obstruction syndrome, which paralyzed his intestines, so he could never digest food. He would get water and nutrients into his body from tubes. When he was 16 years old, Chris says his parents brought him to a church service where a man prayed over him.
Halfway through the prayer, I felt a shock go from my right shoulder and down through my chest, into my stomach, and it felt like God was jump-starting my stomach back up. And right then and there, it was healed.
Chris's doctors were baffled. His condition had no cure. Stevens has enlisted the help of Christian-based nonprofit Global Medical Research Institute that is fielding claims like Chris's, then bringing in physicians from all different faiths to determine whether sudden healing after prayer actually took place or if there is a scientific explanation.
What I do is get experts in the particular field to evaluate the case and let them decide whether or not it meets the bar or not for a miraculous healing.
Stevens is about halfway through the project, with experts vetting cases and medical records. He hopes to show the film within a year in churches and maybe even theaters. Shannon?
Fascinating. Thank you, Lauren.